Evening class. My name is Brian East. I am going to be going over a change process for Cox Communications. The main issue that needs to be changed, at least I believe needs to be changed, is that we are utilizing a system that was originally designed in the early 80s. They've done a few updates to it, but for the most part, it is the same exact system that was used back in the 80s. Now the issue with that is now that we have new products, we're trying to streamline how we do our work, trying to make sure that everything kind of ties together with all discounts. That system has now become a little obsolete. With that, I'm proposing that we would make a change to that system. I believe that doing an outright completely remove that system and go with a new system would be the best route to go. In the end, that would be the cheapest and also the easiest way to properly train employees on the new system. When you take something like the current system and try and do an overlay and something new comes out, you have a lot of people that know how to do it the old way and a lot of people who know how to do it the new way. And somebody over the phone is still doing it the old way, or somebody in the store is still doing it the old way, and it messes up an order, and the person that's going to be upset is the customer in the end. So by having this new system in place, we can make it a lot easier to get our job done, make it quicker for the customers here in the store or over the phone, and really in the end have a better product and create less issues for the customer. Now, in order to do this, the change would have to start early, get that change going, get everybody trained up on the new system. Once they're trained up on the new system, it allows now for a quick implementation of the new one. You do not have to have a kind of, let's get it done here, let's start it with this system, let's move this one in, okay, we've done this, now let's move some more in, okay, now we're doing the full. We need to have a clean break. This system needs to be the one that is terminated, and this system needs to be the one that's added in. There are a lot of new systems out there, so definitely doing a shopping around for a system that would work with the customers that we have, that would work with our system data, and being able to make it so that instead of having to put in a whole bunch of codes to make our order right, we can literally touch a button and it does it for us. Many times with our current system, a customer comes in, they decide they want new service. We sell them the service. It takes about 10-15 minutes to go over all the products and sell them that service. And then after that's been sold, it takes us an additional 15 to 20 minutes just to put the order together. And that is because the system has so many little codes here, little codes there that you have to remember and make sure that they're all right. And if you get one thing wrong, it can really throw off your entire order and you have to do it all over again. So it's really not beneficial to the employee to get their sales in. Now, once that system is implemented and the training has been done, we can then go in and make sure that we implement it in the store locations and over the phone. Typically, the best way to do that would be to do it in a pilot area, see how that system works, see if there are any kinks in the system. And if there are, that allows us to really go through and make any changes and fine-tune the system before we even get it online with everybody. We would still have to have the old system as a backup for the first little bit until we make sure that everything is good. But with the new system, once it's implemented, it should be a lot easier to make changes to the system, to changes to the discounts, changes to a customer's account in general. With that being said, this would have to come down from the top leadership all the way down, having clear expectations of how they want the system to go, what kind of uses they want on the system, um, and then set numbers that need to be hit, that are numbers that could be hit. A lot of times, companies want to have a real success rate right out the gate. Employees, they have a hard time sometimes changing from an older system to a new system. They're stuck on the old ways. But by switching it over and making that change, and kind of forcing them to, you're going to find that people are going to have issues. And so right out the gate, having a good expectation, but at the same instance, nothing that's going to be out of reach. With that being said, once that is all done, then we can have our new hires coming in, learning the system straight out the gate, rather than having to learn the old system and the new one. Have trainers that are capable of training the new system, training these people, rather than having just somebody that is in a trainer status that doesn't maybe know what the system is, and they're learning on their own while they go. Obviously, having the programming company that deals with it around, so that if there are any kinks, they can be removed pretty quickly with a small update. Nothing big needs to be changed, hopefully. With that being said, that would be my change process that I would recommend doing. I think it could cut a lot of time out with the customers that we're actually dealing with in the store, get them in, get them out quicker, which then allows us to take another customer that may be a sale as well, and get them in and out quicker as well. Or you might minimize the time frame that other customers are in the store that may be upset, and you might actually keep them a little calmer and get them out of the store sooner, so that they don't create any issues throughout the store. So it is a good implementation if we can get this process done, and the costs associated with overlaying on the system that we have currently versus the cost of buying a new system outright is much cheaper when you're buying a new system outright. Maybe not up front, but in the end, you're spending a lot less getting that new system implemented, rather than just over the course of 5 or 6 years implementing new updates that when you do that update, it creates another problem, and then they have to fix that problem, and it just goes downhill from there. So definitely that would be an option that's available to us, and I think that's the direction that we should go.